People across the state are still picking up the pieces from Tropical Storm Isaias. Now that system spawned several tornadoes, leaving behind scenes like this. WJZ investigator Mike Helgren reports the National Weather Service just determined the strength of a twister that was on the ground for more than a mile on the eastern shore.
Teams with the National Weather Service confirm an EF2 tornado touched down in Mardella Springs, Wicomico County, with peak winds of 120 to 125 miles an hour.
Tornadoes associated with tropical cyclones are very challenging because, first of all, they're moving very quickly.
Mike Dutter with the Weather Service says the lower eastern shore was particularly vulnerable to this storm.
Usually that eastern quadrant of our tropical system is normally a favorable location for tornadoes. These storms were moving 50 to 60 miles an hour, so like almost the speed of you'd be driving down the highway.
It just made a quick left and it just went to the house.
WJZ shared with you the survival story of Joy Mitchell, who was inside her home in Mardella Springs, 12 miles northeast of Salisbury, when a tornado lifted it off the foundation.
And I saw the wind lift the table up like Houdini, and I was like, oh. And then I looked at the big tree that's over there, and it was just flopping like a willow tree.
Friends have now raised more than $11,000 to help her recover. She says she was asleep when her phone alerted her to the pending danger.
I don't sleep with the TVs on, so I wouldn't have heard it through the TVs, but thank God it did come through the phone.
Did the right thing, had her cell phone beside her. Even while she was sleeping, that alerted her.
The eastern shore is not particularly known for tornadoes. However, 3 years ago, a twister with 105-mile-an-hour winds threw cars in the air like toys in Salisbury.
As we've seen with Isaias, the Salisbury tornado from a couple of years ago, they most certainly do happen.
And the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration is now predicting an even more active hurricane season due to warmer waters in the Atlantic. They say there could be up to 25 named storms. That is unprecedented. Mike Helgren, WJZ.